Welcome back to 4 Resident Evil virtual reality, 4 RE VR, 4 Reaver. Welcome back to 4 Reaver. Where last time we had a house party, and Lewis left at the end as he had to go do something. What? We don't know. He's a very mysterious man. We're not starting from this save game, we're starting from the one above it, because the various issues trying to record this game, but we're gonna get it recorded, so going to have to redo this segment for, I think, the 3rd time. Let's load a game. Let's do it. Loading right now. Lewis, of course, has left, which is unfortunate for Leon and Ashley, because I'm sure they would want to ask him about that parasite that he apparently was able to get out of his body. But he is not here. What is here are some items that we can pick up that we didn't pick up last time. Some remaining items in the house. Ashley, take a look at these. These regular plants somehow can heal all our wounds and make us tougher. They're miracle plants. But according to the lore, these plants are native to the Arklay Mountains, next to Raccoon City. And that's how Umbrella got their start. They took the herbs and then combined them, mixed them all up to create the first aid spray, which sold like gangbusters. That's how they made their fortune. And then they parlayed that money into researching bioweapons, which led to the destruction of Raccoon City ultimately. And the reason they did that was to try to develop immortality for their founder, Oswald Spencer. But the point is, Ashley, the point is that these herbs are supposed to come from the Arklay Mountains. So what are they doing here in this unnamed, mysterious part of Europe? What are they doing here, Ashley? How did they get here? Maybe there's some sort of lore reason for it, but I don't know what it is. But they're here, and we're going to use them. But first, a little magic trick. Nothing up my sleeves. Pussa! Where did they go? She's impressed. She did not know that Leon S. Kennedy is not only a super Secret Service agent, but he's also an amateur magician. Behold! Wassa! So I made it turn to daytime. It's night. For a second, it turned to day. Okay, so I guess we can throw a grenade without putting it in the inventory first. We can just pick it up out of the environment and throw, and it'll work. We're learning things, Ashley. We're learning things. Oh, this cabinet. This is where Ashley was hiding during the house party, if you wondered why she was nowhere to be seen during that. Looks like there's nothing else here. Looks like there's nothing else. All right, let's head on out. We didn't get a chance to look around when we came here because we went directly into the house because we were being chased by Ganados. So let's have a look around. See if there's anything to pick up. Our friends over there. Well, 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 look who it is. You just were standing here this whole time. Watching that whole thing? Could have used some help. But I guess he's a neutral observer. I like that we can just pick this up. He saw me pick this up. I'm just going to go over there and sell it to him. I mean, he knows that I just picked that up over there.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things. What are you selling? Is that all, stranger?
I saw you pick that up from that wood pile, stranger. I'll buy it from you, 'cause you're a good customer.
Thank you.
Well,
Come back any time.
We will. I'm sure we will. Public notice? What does it have to say? Talking about 2 routes. Just a while ago, I was informed by Lord Sadler that our men had shot down a United States military helicopter. There shouldn't be any more outside interference for a while now. Yes, because the way to get the military off your back is by shooting down one of their helicopters. Foolproof. Unless the United States government determines who the traitor is, they can only initiate very small covert operations. We must use this time to our advantage and recapture the girl. The two Americans can only get out of our territory by using one of two routes. This is where we will stop them. We shall make use of our forces to the greatest degree. We will deploy a large number of Ganados in one of the routes to ensure that they do not slip by us. For the other route, we shall leave the task to El Gigante. Whichever route they take, the agent will never leave here alive. Not with the girl, at least. And in the background, we can see two routes. The one on the left leads to Los Ganados. The one on the right leads to El Gigante. So it's sort of a pick our poison kind of thing. Which route do we want to take? Who do we want to deal with? Well, Ashley hasn't been introduced to El Gigante yet. Maybe she would want to meet him. I mean, we're going to go through both paths, obviously. Here are the gates. We don't have to go through both, but of course we're going to. But ordinarily, you would choose which one you're going to go through. Throw the lever. We threw it. We threw the lever. It's turning. And the left one is opening. And this leads to the Ganado stronghold. Now, of course, we have faced many Ganados up to this point. But here, it looks like that the Ganados are ready for a pitched battle. Oh, and it's starting right away. Oh, look out, Ashley. That's hot. Hmm? Oh, she's alive. That was close. I've mentioned previously that if a Ganado gets Ashley to the door, then it's a game over. Oh, down over there. So the most dangerous part is if the Ganado is right by the door like that. Because they can quickly get Ashley out of the door, if that's the case. So that was pretty close. For right now, probably a good idea for Ashley to hang out in here. While we take care of the stronghold. You know, hiding out in the dumpsters does remind me a bit of Deadly Premonition. Of course, this game came out before Deadly Premonition, but in Deadly Premonition, you could hide in dumpsters, but there never seemed to really be a function for it. It was just sort of something that was there in the game that you could do. And I wondered if maybe there was supposed to be the intention that that would play a more useful part in the game. Ow. Ow. As it was, there was never really a reason to do that, to hide in those dumpsters. It never had a function. Like, I mean, if it was at night and there were monsters around, you could do it and to try to hide from them, I guess, but the need to ever actually hide in a dumpster just never really came up in that game. I feel like maybe it was supposed to be more important than that, and it just never was. But in Resident Evil 4, There are certainly plenty of times where you will want Ashley to be hiding in a dumpster. Let's give Leon one of those, and let's put that in the consumable slot. So we've reloaded our guns, which is good right before we jump into this suspicious-looking pit. I believe I have an incendiary grenade on my chest. Let's see. Do I want to change that? Maybe to a regular grenade. All right, let's drop down. You got Chainsaw Sisters. Chainsaw Sisters are here, and they are a problem. Stop that, please. Stop that, please. Just throwing things down in this pit while all this seriousness is happening. That was a close one. Had to run between them. Fortunately, they didn't get me. All right. You, stop that. Oh, they got me. I got chainsawed. It hasn't happened yet. We have encountered Dr. Salvador a couple of times. He's the guy with the bag over his head. But we did not get chainsawed until now. Now, the way the checkpointing in RE4 works is when you die, you get sent to the beginning of the room that you came in, that you're currently in. How far back that is, well, that's going to depend from level to level, from room to room, level to level. Hello. Some rooms, of course, are larger than others. Some are shorter. So how much do you have to repeat? Well, that's really going to depend on where in the room you were. Since there's no checkpointing in the middle of the room. Oh, did I miss something down there? Hold on. I mean, we can't just miss something down there. Like maybe you die right at the beginning of the room, and then you just start right there. But maybe you go through a larger room and you die at the end, and you have to do that whole room all over again. Oh, by the way, you might have noticed that I am picking up plenty of items without having inventory problems. That's because after the house party, I did use a lot of ammo, healing items, grenades. So we do have a bunch of space. It's not crowded like it was anymore. Which is good. We do want to pick up everything we can. Let's see. Do a little combining. Put this there. I guess I don't need to heal. I mean, we could give him the green and the yellow. There we go. Increase the health a little bit. Didn't use my grenade last time. Probably should use that more. Alright, so as you saw, the chainsaw can one-hit you if they get close enough. And they are quite aggressive. This is going to be some risky business here. Hello? Mwah. Mwah. Risky kissing. Stop that. Okay. Okay. So, these two ladies, I believe, are the Bella sisters, if I remember correctly. No relation to the WWE Bella sisters. And they have a ruby and the camp key. I believe this is the only area where they appear, at least in the regular campaign. Whereas Dr. Salvador will appear in a few places. This is the only place the ladies appear. And they can be a problem, as you saw, because we're in this big battle pit, and they can easily kill you with their chainsaws. And also, we would not have been able to go through this door, because to get through this door, we need their key. There we go. Oop. Yeah, like that. Alright. Got through there. That's the big well, I shouldn't say the big obstacle of the Ganado stronghold. There is something else. But first, how's my health doing? Probably could put an herb in him. There we go. Little door here. Let's not miss this door. There's a couple things we could get. Let's not miss this window. We can smash that and go on through. Let's not miss these barrels. Flash grenade. And a red gem. We have not seen one of these before. Let's go to our treasures. The markings on this piece indicate that it was once set in something. And where was it set? Well, nope. How do we do this? There we go. In our elegant mask. Mask with one gem fitted in it. Our mask is now more elegant than ever. The beer stein only needs one more gem, but now we finally found a gem for the mask, so 2 more to go on that. Can't go down there. That's a dead end. Alright, let's go back up. The red gem being the main reason to go into this room here. Let me keep my hand by a grenade. Hello? How's everyone doing? Is everyone? Everyone's doing okay here. There it is. Oh, he's still up. Let's head back in here. Oh. Got slashed. And that is, well, I mentioned previously that dying in an area, how much do you have to... Oh, okay. Never mind. They did checkpoint us in the middle. Oh, you're here. It's probably not a good thing that you're here. They did checkpoint us in the middle here after I got the key. All right, so we didn't actually have to start... I thought I was going to have to start from the beginning of this whole thing. Seems not. Is there a dumpster that we can put Ashley in around here? Yeah, over there, but I have to, like, walk past that opening. Oh. Here. Stay in here. Like this.
Wait.
Yeah, probably stay in here. Because we have to walk past this, and, like, everyone would see us. Everyone would see us. There we go. Glug, glug, glug. You know, I don't actually know if we drink that. Oh, oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, did someone find Ashley in there? That's what it sounds like. Yep, they're taking her. Hold on, hold on. Hey, 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 hey. All right, so I guess they were able to... They knew that Ashley was in there. You know, I thought that maybe they wouldn't go in there after her. They did. Anyone behind me? Doesn't seem like it. I do have to be careful when shooting in that direction, because I can shoot Ashley. And she is much less durable than the Ganados. There we go. And all the Ganados in the stronghold have been killed. Oh, I guess Ashley didn't follow because I told her to not follow. Yeah, I guess not follow is still turned on. Hold on.
Follow me.
There we go. See, we both made it out. We made it to the end of the Ganado fortress. To Village Gate and Gondola. Well, not quite yet, because I did say we would do both paths. You don't have to. Here we are on the other side. And our objective is to go through this, but it won't open. This is the only way out of the Pueblo. It looks like it's some sort of retinal scanner. We do not have the proper eyes for this scanner. We're gonna have to find one. Another public notice. Village's last defense. I clearly underestimated the American agent's capability. He's still alive. I thought that we could wait until the egg hatched, but at this rate, he could destroy the whole village before it does. We must take care of this nuisance. We shall change our priorities. For the time being, we shall cease our hunt for Lewis and ambush the two Americans. There is a building used to enlighten betrayers just beyond the point where you get off the lift. It is a perfect place for ambushing them. If all else fails, they would still need to face me in order to get past the last gate that leads out of the village, for only before my sight will the gate open. Well, that tells us what we need to do. We're going to fight Chief Mendez, because he has the eye that we need. You see, Ashley, well, we're going to have to fight the chief. Things did not go so well for Leon the first few times he encountered the chief. Yeah, I know, you look very concerned about that. Is Leon going to survive the fight against Chief Mendez? Well, the first time we fought him, Leon tried to give him a kick, but then the chief just grabbed him, right? He grabbed his foot and then, like, flipped him, and then Leon went, like, into the dresser where Lewis was held captive and knocking them both out. So Mendez won that one. The second time they met, Mendez somehow snuck up behind Leon and, like, grabbed him by the throat and picked him up. It's like, and then throws him down and then says, "You have the same blood as us, it seems." And Leon did not know what that meant at the time. But now he knows it means that he had the parasite in him. So, once again, that did not go well for Leon. The third time was right after the second time, where Leon had his gun out. He was trying to get the drop on the chief, but the chief knocks his gun out of his hand and, like, grabs him again. But then, fortunately, Leon was saved by a mysterious woman in a red dress. Who knows who she could be? So Leon's track record is not very good against Chief Mendez at this point. I'll just push you out of the way, because we have to get through, and there's our friend up there. So, you know, Leon's hoping that round 4 against the chief will go better. Is there anything I have to sell? I could sell the ruby. Nothing from our suitcase we need to sell. I guess I don't need to right now. Now, Chief Mendez said that there's a shed that's used to enlighten betrayers. This is El Gigante's path. We're not going to meet the chief just yet, because like I said, we do want to do both of these paths. We want to see them both. What's Ashley's health like? Oh, she's at full health. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter, Ash. Honestly, your health doesn't matter right now. You might take damage from El Gigante, but to be honest, if you do take any damage, you're going to be dead anyway. So, really doesn't actually matter how much health she has. Because El Gigante can and will hurt her. You see, we have fought El Gigante before. But Leon was on his own at that time. He did not have Ashley with him, and fighting El Gigante with Ashley is a completely different thing. as we will see. You think the Ganados look forward to their heads bursting and becoming like a tentacle parasite head? Because you would think that that's not something that would be attractive to... Oh, right. You would think that's not something that would be attractive... Sorry. Just pondering the way this religion works. You wouldn't think it would be something that would be very attractive to, like, people outside the religion, saying, if you worship this faith, eventually your head is going to go boom, and then, like, you have tentacle like that. I mean, it's not... I wouldn't be attracted to that, but, like, maybe they don't tell that to the newbies. Maybe you don't find out about that until you're deep into the religion, and by that point, everyone has been telling you how great the tentacle head is. And eventually you're just saying, man, I can't wait for my head to become a tentacle head. All my friends have gotten tentacle heads. When's my turn? I don't know, maybe that's how it goes. Anyway, let's head down here to Gigante Way. There's a boulder up there. We should pay attention to that. Just to make sure that we're all loaded up here. All right, let's go. Leon! I see it. All right, now over here, Ashley. Over here. All right. Let's go. Don't hide in the huts. He will destroy the huts like he did in the first fight. Ashley, over here, Ash. Over here. We can't do that anymore because that door's locked. No, Ashley, don't duck. Don't duck. I need you to not duck. I need you to not be near over him. Little hesitant when swinging the knife like that because I don't want I keep seeming like I hit my desk or like knock things off my desk or like just hit things around me when I do that, so I'm a little hesitant about swinging the knife like that with the way they want you to do. No, that's where did that come from? Okay, let me back up just to make sure I don't hit anything. No, I hit something. How did I? Okay, there we go. Got a shorter but harder swing going on. Try to prevent myself from hitting anything. Back it up, Ashley. Come on. There we go. Wah. All right, back it up. Get over here, Ashley. Over here. There we go. You see, when he dies and he falls down, you can die if he falls on you. So, gotta keep our distance. For some reason, they carry gold. I don't know why that is. Now, if El Gigante had caught up to Ashley, he would have just grabbed her and like snapped her and slammed her down to the ground, because he doesn't seem to care about the fact that the cult wants her alive. So I think it was just poor planning on the part of Chief Mendez to send El Gigante as a possible defense in this situation, to create a situation where Ashley might encounter El Gigante, because he'll just kill her. And then what's the cult going to do then? The cult's plan is to send Ashley back to her father, parasitized. Here's the old key, which we need to get out of here. Send her back home parasitized. That's the whole plan. She needs to be alive for that to happen. But El Gigante doesn't care anything about that. I mean, he'll... A purple gem, a second of the 3 gems. Like, obviously, Leon doesn't want Ashley to die. But Los Illuminados' plan would be completely ruined if she got flattened by the giant. Oh, hold on. I must have died. That's right, I died after getting the first gem. So I don't actually have that gem right now. Hold on, okay. Let's put that in. Purple gem is in the mask. Okay, Ashley, we're gonna actually have to go back to the other path. Because the red gems... I got the red gem, but then I died. So I don't have the red gem right now. Also, when you're playing the original game, using the handgun against El Gigante, probably you're not going to do that. But probably you would use the rifle. But the rifle in this case is much slower, and aiming headshots with the handgun is trivial in this VR game. So, a handgun becomes much more feasible to use in this case. But I think in the original game, I usually would be using the rifle to try to get headshots. Okay, we're back out here. Alright, Ashley, let's go back in. Let's go back and get that red gem. Didn't occur to me that, I would need to go get that again. You know, did recently play Silent Hill 4: The Room, so whenever I go through a door, I'm thinking, is Ashley close enough to me that she'll follow? And that, you know, then I realize, wait, of course, I don't have to worry about that. It's not how this game works. It doesn't matter how far away she is, she will be there on the other side. She doesn't have to be, like, real close to me when I go through a door. Alright, here's this. Let's put that in the mask. Get that. In there. Mask is getting extremely fancy. Fancy levels are off the charts, Ashley. Yeah, Ashley will just be there when you go through a door. Doesn't matter how far away she is. Oh, actually, no, we didn't need to do that, but okay. Back up we go. Alright, so those are the 2 paths. You only have to do one, and you don't actually have to do both to get all the gems for the mask, because we will find duplicates for those gems, I believe, elsewhere in the game. But if you want, you can take both paths and get those gems. You know what I'm going to do right now? I am going to save. Let's see. Here we go. Go. The reason I'm saving right now, we're approaching the Big Cheese. I think I labeled another save game Big Cheese. Big Cheese 2. The reason I'm just saving right now is because I'm just going to stop the recording and restart, as I discovered the hard way that the internal Quest recorder has a maximum file size of 4 gigs for a video, and if you reach that, it just stops. It doesn't even close the file correctly. It just stops writing to the file, so you get one 4 gig useless file that doesn't get recognized as a video. Like I said, I discovered that the hard way, Ashley. Which is why I'm doing this again. So, I'm just going to stop this recording and just restart, and hopefully this all goes fine. Oh, I hope this works. I really hope this works, Ashley. All right, we're continuing on. There you go, slam that open. We're continuing on. Okay, we tried both paths. We got to the door that leads out of the village, but we do not have the proper eye. So, let's head up on here. This cable car. And in the distance, actually, we can see a large castle. It's not abandoned, because we can see the lights are on. People live there. You can also see that this village is built on a very mountainous regions. Really deep chasms. There's also a dude standing over there. Actually, you think I can get him from here? I think I can get him from here. There we go. I mean, if you're going to be getting on this cable car over this incredibly deep chasm, seeing someone fall to their death into the chasm is probably not really how you want to start that, but I mean, this is what we're doing. You know, in the regular version of the game, Ashley pumps her fist whenever you shoot someone off one of these things. You're not pumping your fist, Ashley. I mean, granted, I wouldn't see it if you did. All right, here we are. So the note from Mendez said that there's a shed that they used to enlighten betrayers. And that's where he's hiding, waiting to ambush Leon. Well, we know the ambush is coming anyway. But nothing we can do about that. We need this fight to happen so we can get that eyeball and get on out of the village. They carved caves into this cliffside here. I think I could see a dude in there. Yeah, there is. Now, something I didn't realize, you can switch the weapon in your hand. Oh. Ashley, you want to see a trick? Can you believe it? Boomerang gun, Ashley. You never seen that before. This blood's still fresh. Was there some kind of ritual here? Well, Ashley, if you want to find out what happened here, you would have to play Separate Ways, the second campaign of the game, starring a mysterious woman in a red dress. Who could she be? We don't know. Separate Ways is not part of this VR game, however. Oh, hold on, I'm bumping in my desk. I walk around a little bit as I'm playing this, so now when I put my hand here, I'm like hitting the desk, so I have to back up. I don't have that much space for VR. Oh, what I do have, though, is a yellow cat's eye. We know where this goes. Go to the treasures. It was once set into something. Set into this. And now we have finally completed the beer stein. All 3 gems are inlaid. Ashley, you won't believe this incredibly fancy beer stein I found. It's an amazing souvenir. It'll sell for many pesetas. I wonder if Leon has to report all these items and such that he's buying, these treasures that he's assembling and selling for money. I don't know how he writes that down on the report. How much detail does he really need to get into? Oh, hold on. Like I was saying, I don't have that much space around me, Ashley, for VR. I have like, I guess I would say it's probably by 4x4 foot space that I use for VR, and that's good enough usually. Usually don't need that much bigger, but if I'm playing a game where I'm standing and moving around a bit, like this one, I might end up creeping towards the edges as I play and start hitting the desk or something. Hey. Like, you'd think these things belong to him, but, I mean, I can just pick them up for free. Oh, inventory is full. Let's see what we got here. Well, I mean, I can sell that TMP ammo.
Welcome. Got a selection of good. What are you selling?
I'm selling this TMP ammo.
Is that all, stranger?
Not even a little bit, because we have these spinels. We have this beautiful red ruby.
I'll buy it at a high price.
But what about this fancy jewel-inlated beer stein? Oops. There we go. It doesn't say anything about it, but we're selling it.
Thank you.
We have a whole lot of money, but, I mean, it's going to be easy to actually spend this money once he has things that we're going to spend them on.
Come back anytime.
It's just that right now, we have a lot more money than we have space in the inventory. But we will be spending this money as we go. That's not a problem. To the Shed of Enlightenment. There it is. That's the shed that the chief mentioned in his note. So it's time for the final battle between Leon and the chief.
You better stay outside. Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Alright, got a QTE coming up here. Oh, did that not register? I guess I didn't do it right? And round 4 goes to Chief Mendez. Leon has a very bad track record against them. Alright, we'll try that again. Though I'm not sure why I failed the QTE. Oh, before we go in, I think I do want to have incendiary grenades equipped. My health is pretty low as well. Might as well give Leon an herb. We'll need those. I think the incendiary grenades is what we want to use, assuming I get past the QTE. All right, I think we can skip this. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's try that again. There we go.
Hasta luego.
Or the Chief is making the classic Resident Evil mistake. You never turn into a monster. If you turn into a monster, it means your time is up. Leon is a Resident Evil veteran. He knows this. Ooh, that was bright. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Man, that fight went very different in VR. Many golds. And an eyeball. Yeah, in the original version of the game, I remember just like going all over this shed, trying to get into a good position to shoot at him and dodge his attacks when he is in his second phase there. But in the VR game, you can just look up, which is that's a very different situation. I remember this boss being much harder. But just because of the additional, flexibility and ability to look around and pinpoint aim, this battle went much faster. Let's see, do I have any... There's like a single space right there, but I don't think that's... Well, I mean, okay, let's just get rid of the TMP ammo. That's fine. The red herb is more valuable. And combine the green and the red. There we go. All right, and that's it for the Chief. Honestly, I would have preferred if there was a fight where you fight him in his human form before he goes monster. I tend to prefer that as opposed to the boss just going straight monster. I like to have a fight with the human version before you do that part. But it's not the case with the Chief here. It's not the case with him.
Are you okay, Leon?
Oh man, Ashley, I was totally a badass in there. You should have seen it. Hey, look at that. You ever see something? She doesn't want to look at it. Okay. I don't blame her for not wanting to look at it. It's kind of unpleasant. But even though Leon lost those previous rounds, he won in the end. And that means we're now done with the first third of the game. The game is split into 3 environments, and Chief Mendez was the boss of the village, the first third. Now, of course, Sadler is the ultimate villain, and we met him. But each of the segments, each of the environments do have their own bosses, in addition to Sadler, who's the actual big cheese. So as we move on to the second area, the castle, we'll be introduced to a new villain. But that is it for the Chief. And that is it for the Pueblo. Well, almost it. I mean, we're not out yet. Here's the actual exit. It won't open. But we got the eye. Road to the castle. There are still some Ganados left. I mean, it seems like that we've gone through just about the entire population of this village. There's some people left. They're not great drivers, I guess. Gulp, gulp, gulp. So the way that's actually supposed to go, the way it usually would go, is you hear them coming after you, and then you're going to run up that path to get away from them. And it's like, you know, it's a chase scene. But, I mean, you can just kill them. You can just do that. And now we get to leisurely take our time as we walk up the path to the castle. No need to rush. And there it is. We can, you know, take in the beauty of the architecture. You look at how this castle is built. It's like built on with the on this hill with a very steep drop. You know, if this was built to fend off invaders, seems like it's in a very good position. Oh, actually, look at this, velvet blue. So this is basically the replacement for the spinel as we get into the second part of the game. It's worth a little more than the spinel, and we'll be getting a bunch of those as we continue.
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
You take that one.
Okay.
Ready? Come on.
Yeah.
And with that, we end Chapter 2-3, which is the end of Chapter 2, which is the end of the first setting out of 3, as the village has been completed. Hit ratio 89%, enemies killed 62, number of times killed 3. So that's a lot more than we've been having in previous chapters. Next time, we're beginning Chapter 3-1, as we start the castle. Leon and Ashley have escaped the village, but the first helicopter that was coming to pick them up has been shot down. A second one's going to be sent. They're waiting for that, but they are on a time limit because they do have the parasites in them, and they have to find some way to get them out. So, next time, we're going to be starting the castle as we continue Resident Evil VR, Resident Evil 4 VR. It would be cool if there was a Resident Evil VR, but I mean, that would be a much bigger thing to make since that was pre-rendered graphics and not real time. But this is Resident Evil 4 VR. We're continuing on next time to the castle.